Greetings from Spirit Quest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us.
Hello and welcome. This is Jessica from Spirit Quest Retreats. Today we're going to be talking about self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is very cunning and an important topic to discuss in depth. If you yourself are going through this or have a loved one that's going through it, it can be very, very painful. And it's very tricky sometimes to identify and really understand and cultivate a deeper awareness about why self-sabotage is occurring. There can be very minute, small forms of self-sabotage, and there can be very big, large, grandiose forms of self-sabotage. So in this podcast, we will be discussing many layers, many facets, coming from my perspective and just what I've seen over the years working as a life coach and also as a manager here, and also working through my past self-sabotage. I had quite a few periods of my life where I was in extreme darkness and pain, self-loathing. I really dropped to what I felt was the absolute lowest, and it really took me falling to my knees and asking for help, breaking apart my ego, having my dark night of the soul, just to really see that I was self-sabotaging to the extreme. And really what it boils down to is self-loathing. And so what happens is we as children have certain experiences that occur. We can have large, small, medium occurrences in childhood that can cause trauma. It doesn't necessarily have to be something very monumental. It basically will form our concepts of normalcy. In childhood, we will form our concepts of certain things you've heard me talk about, like trust, safety, who I am in relation to the world, and we start forming an identity. Usually a false identity, because we start identifying with feelings that occur around the circumstances of our upbringing. Attachment styles start to form from lack that we're experiencing in childhood, and then different occurrences exist that will kind of usurp our innocence. So this, of course, isn't about the childhood wounding, but, this is really about self-sabotage. But really what all issues that form later in life are about, they're just compensations for what we lost in childhood. That's kind of a big concept to grasp, that every issue, when you really start to peel it apart and look at it, it's just an overcompensation or a compensation for what we lost in childhood, what we did not get. Most things are going to be, most issues will be a survival mechanism. Survival mechanisms that have formed in childhood to keep us safe, to make us feel okay, to adjust, and this is usually where the self-sabotage will kind of start. So self-sabotage can exist in little things like, putting things off to the last moment, not keeping things really tidy and just kind of setting things off and waiting for them to kind of explode, not doing proper maintenance, not going to the dentist, not putting in the work along the way to really reap the reward in the long term. Everyone's kind of guilty of those small things of man, I'm feeling a little lazy, I'm going to put that off. And I wouldn't necessarily say that is a grand gesture of self-loathing there. But it can start in that, and it can start in professional, being a perfectionist, of making, really feeling like you have to be perfect in every aspect, and therefore you're not perfect, you fail, and then it's just this fulfilling prophecy that confirms to ourself our wounding. So this is the thing about those core wounds from childhood, is that we will either adopt situations and circumstances, whether internal or external, that will validate to ourselves that is true, even though it's not. So, for instance, I have a worthiness wound. So I never felt loved. I never felt worthy. I felt very discarded in childhood. And so now I have a worthiness wound. And so I will perpetuate circumstances, whether it's with partners to reaffirm it to me, or I'll adopt a self-sabotage mechanism that'll reaffirm it to me that I'm not worthy. So again and again and again, these situations, external and internal, will be created so that I can evolve from my core wound. Some people say that this is all divine, that our pain is actually our tools, the darkness is actually the karma. This is why we entered this lifetime, was to heal through those hard times, because our soul needed to experience that in order to evolve. No, why does it have to be so hard, right? It's like, oh my gosh, that's the particular type of lesson that our soul chose or needed to experience in this lifetime to evolve. And if we don't fully 100% embody the lesson, learn the lesson, evolve, then guess what? We're going to keep cycling through toxic partners, toxic patterns that will keep, and we'll do it to ourselves, where we're so used to the dysfunction then that we'll create it. When we create the dysfunction, we're in control too. So that means, I know the outcome here. I wreck things. I'm going to go ahead and just do it because that's what I'm used to. When things start to normalize and become a little bit healthier, I'm going to wreck it because that's what I'm used to. And so, let's talk about self-loathing. Self-loathing is from a false identity that we're at odds with. That's all that it is. So instead of thinking, you see someone who's in a cycle of really dark depression or dark thoughts, and basically they're just at odds with who they are, and they've tricked themselves into thinking that they are that false identity. Those other things that they picked up are not even them. All the muck, all the stories, all the beliefs, all the conditioning, they believe that that's them, and they're in conflict. And so when we hate ourselves, we will perpetuate that hate out into the world, and then that's all we'll see. When we have been hurt over and over and over again, when we were a child and we got molested or raped, and then our partners we attracted painful partners and relationships, and we got hurt and cheated on, and over these stories keep happening. We must evolve our consciousness in order to take full responsibility for our lives. It's not taking responsibility for the horrible experiences and the hurts that happen to us. It's about taking complete power and ownership for our soul's path. When we're able to do that, we start instead of running from the pain, which is our rebirth, we get into it more and say, okay, pain, what are you trying to teach me here? I really want to fully embrace and embody my life lesson and learn and evolve and grow so I can be lighter, brighter, and more whole, and not attract these toxic situations, people, places, things into my life. So I'm ready to cancel all and any old contracts and move into a place of oneness, wholeness, where I can walk a life of peace and stillness and only attract the best and most highest situations, circumstances, people, and jobs into my life. We want to study what that lesson taught us, what the darkness brought in for us. We want to start identifying how we self-sabotage. Do we self-sabotage with overcommitting, where we say yes, 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 yes to everybody, and then we have to fail. We have to say no, we can't do it. So then a little voice in our mind says, see, you never show up for people. Do we self-sabotage by never trusting people? And because we've been hurt, we're so guarded, so therefore a good person comes and there's no way they can get into our fortress of the walls that we've built up, right? Everybody lies, everybody cheats, everybody's going to disappoint me. Well, they will, if that's what you think, and that's what you're going to perpetuate, that's what you put in the world. So whatever you believe to be true is what you will see. I can't stress that enough. We can shape our whole entire worlds, even the way we feel, the way we sense, smell, with the visceral experiences from our emotional body. It is very profound. That's why I say no perspective is going to be like yours. So that means that your reality is only yours. Your truth is only your truth. Your truth could be subjective, because we have to do the deep work in order to clear out all of this stuff so that we can feel true truth, real truth, the source that comes from source, spirit, divinely guided. It's not passed down and filtered through all of our caca. I just call it caca, all the old stuff. Other ways of self-sabotaging, how do we do it? We have a lack of boundaries. We're not able to really speak our truth and know what's good for us. We people please. We say, yes, I love that. We're inauthentic. We don't know what we like, or we want to just kind of chameleon in with whoever we meet, and oh sure, I'm into that, and yes, I can do that, and oh yeah, that's my favorite thing too. And when really we haven't done the work to know who we really truly are, to know what we truly really need, and to know what we truly even really like. So therefore we get in situations where we don't really even want that. It was just presented to us. We're people pleasers, so we just said, sure. We were told we needed to get married. We were told we needed to have kids and follow the little paradigm that everyone, or the structure, the American way, to be accepted culturally, societally, by our parents, by our peers. And really not stopping to say, well, what do I really want in this world? And who am I? What is the purpose of me? What is the purpose of this life? I am not just going through all these painful events just as a bystander. No. This, as you listen to this, the time is now. The time is now to wake up. The self-sabotage is not you. That little cunny, sneaky snake of a voice that comes in and says, you're going to fail. He'll leave you. You can't trust her. You better give up now. You didn't do that perfect, so you might as well not even try. Don't have any boundaries. You're not worth anything anyways. What is that? Let it go. Start to identify exactly how self-sabotage shows up for you. Is it about procrastinating? Is it about being disorganized? Is it about being inauthentic and phony? Is it about people-pleasing? Is it about over-committing? Is it about burning yourself out? Is it about not making enough time for self-care and spirit? Is it about hiding, shrinking, making yourself so small that you're invisible? No one will see you if you're that small. Is it about making plans and then canceling them because we have a fear of being too close? Is it when we finally have someone coming in, they get close, we freak out, and so we push them away because it's scary to let people in, right? So if any of these aspects feel real to you, and I'm here for you, and I want you to know that millions of people are suffering with this, whether large or small, and we have to have the awareness around how it shows up and presents for us exactly in order for us to find the remedy for it. So let's say, okay, we identify with sabotaging our own growth. We So it's about a daily practice, really forming in and figuring out. I suggest booking an appointment with a life coach. Of course, deep healing, catharsis is deeply important, but not everybody can afford a immersive retreat like ours, right? But even if doing some life coaching, I really am a big fan of that, where, okay, let's find the remedy to the self-sabotage, how it presents to you. What are some mechanisms that's going to remedy that form of self-sabotage? If it's about disassociating, how can you develop a practice of presence? If it's about being a perfectionist, how can you cultivate a practice of acceptance and letting go? So whatever the form is, write that down and figure out the complete exact opposite of what that thing is, and then figure out how to form that discipline. And I suggest doing that with a spiritual coach or a life coach. We have those, they're quite affordable, just $168 for 1 hour here. I think an important thing is to really catch yourself too before you go there, where I know that it feels so real when it's happening. When you're starting those feelings of not trusting, or where you start to see your own dysfunction in the world, where other people, even good people, start to look like they're the I want to say the enemy, but it's not because of them, it's because of your own dysfunction. You've got to take full ownership for it about what you're creating. Don't blame, don't project, don't guilt yourself out either for anything from the past. Right now is a fresh new moment. And it's like, okay, wow, well, I was really in a cycle of self-sabotage. I'm going to let that go now. I'm choosing only to identify with my true essence, which is beauty and strength and empowerment, and it's perfect. I completely forgive myself of any and all mistakes I've made in the past. I am 100% redeemable, and I am a child of God. And even if you don't believe in God, you can say you're a child of nature, of the universe, so forth. And write out I am statements of the opposite of all those other little memes that your self-sabotage ego wants to trick you and make you believe. You know what? Actually, I am perfect. I am acceptance. I am whole. I'm not broken. I am perfect. I am thankful for everything that's happened in my past, because that's what allowed me to heal and to grow. And have that really good mindset, catch yourself, and really to know thyself is really the human path that we must do. We must continually, I don't care who you are, if you're human, you must continue to evolve. It's imperative. And getting many perspectives into the human experience and understanding why we do what we do. If you see your self-sabotage as just a overcompensation or compensation for something that we didn't get in childhood, figure that out, what you didn't get. Was it love, emotional validation? Was it physical touch? Maybe you just needed to be held. Was it to be validated and be told that you were worthy and good enough and able? So if you feel kind of what was in lack, that'll help you to see what you're overcompensating for and see if you yourself have adopted the role as the one to bring the lesson in. If you have adopted the self-sabotage loop, which that means that your own false identity has accepted the role of trying to bring your soul to evolve. So it'll just keep on finding ways to self-sabotage until your true essence really evolves and heals and breaks through. So that's what it's all about. And maybe you haven't, and you are attracting in toxic people or circumstances or jobs or places, and you can, and that will bring the lesson in. So I am so happy to help people with this issue if anyone needs any more assistance about self-sabotage. And thank you so much for listening, and have a beautiful and bright day.